Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. Little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotations. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world and all of Western civilization. But some may rise in the East, at least they're settled in the final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. You're searching very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that what you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore soft porn. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Marry me, girl, be my ferry to the well, be my very own constellation. Teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. Buy me a star on the boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the spheres singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised with those who praise control of population. Well, everybody's been there and I don't mean on vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore soft porn. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
Breaking news out of Placer County. 16-year-old Kiely Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni is
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
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 Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Good morning, evening, afternoon, all my little squirrels. Love you all so very much. I know it's very unexpected for me to go live on a Sunday fun day, huh?
Hello, everybody. Hey, babe.
Look,
Hey, Jen.
that gummy wrecked me last night. Wrecked me. Fucked me all sorts of ways. Look, I never
I knew
slept
it.
so hard in my life, girl. I slept hard. I slept
I knew
hard.
it. I knew it.
12 hours solid. I woke up 7 o'clock this
Aw.
morning. I said, okay, look, I felt like I died and came back alive. No lie. I felt really rested, man. Really rested.
Well, I knew towards the end of the live, I could just sense you. That like it was
Girl, that
kicking.
gummy hit. It hit the wrong way.
Yeah, and we both had don't tell me about your dreams anymore because I totally last night was rough. Had a little
I'm sorry.
setback, so I'm just teasing. I think it's amazing that that you're
Tell
like
me about your dreams.
be
I don't
careful
tell you about my dreams,
because well, let's
I only-
clarify. You had a
tell
dream
you what
that
God
I was
tells me to
overusing my
tell you.
arm. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
God just told me to pass on a message. I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you what I was told.
Oh, he was right. And all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden last night, my husband and I were up for hours and thought we were gonna have to go to the emergency room, but I'm
and
better.
that's why
So
I've been trying to tell you, like, even though your thumb is strapped down, that's what it looks like it is, you know?
It's sticking out a little bit, but you don't want to
I
see
don't
it
see
anyway
a
because it's
thumb.
purple. It's
Yeah,
purple.
I don't see a thumb. The thumb's hiding. It's a little
Yeah.
piggy in a blanket.
It is a baby.
But what you're not realizing is like, even though you think you're only using your other fingers, like you're still using those muscles. You're still causing irritation. You're still causing it to heal slower than what it needs to be. And then you also run the possibility of fucking something up.
Yep. And you're right. And you know what else just kind of
suffering
stinks?
for it.
I
You're
don't want to
suffering for
complain
it.
anymore.
Complain,
But
bitch. Tell me.
my left hand is just as bad as my right hand. So essentially my left hand, my bones between my thumbs and my pointer finger are, every time I move them, they're all rubbing raw against each other. So that is why I had this surgery to begin with. So yes, this has been another battle for me because I'm facing the fact that I'm using my left hand.
Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, that's
Hi,
a good
guys.
view.
Misty,
The best laugh ever.
I was just at the tail end of your last live, and that's honestly like, I caught something you said, and I was like, hold up, I gotta rewind that. And then like I got a bug in me that I wanted to go live at some point today before I knew Phoenix was gonna be on his way home. Because there was so much that I didn't play last night that I wanted to. That gummy hit me sideways, y'all. It got me. It got me and put me to sleep.
Sweet. But let me just tell you though that hi Craney, how are you, my love?
I'm much better.
Okay.
I'm sorry I had to leave your live last night. I just started to get
Oh no issues at all.
Yeah.
No. When you feel like coming in, you come in, and when you don't feel like it anymore, do whatever you want to do.
Misty don't give a fuck.
I just feel bad that I never can catch up with anybody, you know, like I still have videos of Kenny's. I mean, everybody. I just feel so bad that I'm always behind. It is.
Look, I want y'all to send extra prayers out to Kenny and his family, specifically his sister.
Yes.
Prayers definitely. We need a prayer circle of prayers going.
We have been doing that. Family. The one thing that I want to tell you right off the bat is because it's the speaker is very low, just using my phone because my case on my phone is like really hefty. Mm-hmm. So most of the time, unless I'm going to be saying something, I'm going to be mostly listening to you guys. And if I have to, cut in, like, because I don't really
bitch, cut in.
I don't really like it.
I love your giggle.
So here's the deal. We're going to be doing this, okay, right? Listen. I love your giggle. See, you hear that? I can't. I can't just have you on my phone because you're not loud enough for me. So that's why I'm telling you right now. It's going to be mostly on mute unless I'm
until you want to talk.
Right.
Because you're going to have that background echo.
Then you'll see me unmute my mic, and then you'll know I'm ready to talk. Okay, love you both. Love you all, everybody.
I love you, Mrs.
We'll be here. Good morning, everyone.
Love you so much. All right.
Let's get
There's so much love between all these squirrels. See that? That's all we're trying to do. But I'm finishing up on Mrs. G's live, and I caught her say something around the 2-hour, 6-minute mark. And I was like, hold up, I need to hear this all over again. So I paused it right here, and I haven't really finished too much of the tail end of that. I want to wrap up on this. I also want to check out Just My Opinions video that we never made it to last night. Like, we just didn't make it there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. And then I see Salagi's been dropping some really good stuff.
Yeah, she has
some really good stuff.
I have a question real quick, Shan.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, I know how to fix it. Never mind. I just have to turn down my volume on my phone. Okay, love you. Bye for now.
All right, we'll be here. She's figuring it out. Look at her. All right, we getting it. I hear Trump.
That's bullshit.
Look, the shit they're doing to Trump is fucked up.
Against Trump, right?
Yeah, dude.
So ridiculous.
Look, they couldn't catch him on anything, so all they could do was get him on millions of dollars in fines. It's bullshit. The smear campaigns that they're running on this man. I see it. I see what they're doing.
Well, he is, see? So, take your little ball, because no one wants to play with you.
But she says something here in a little bit about Sammy that,
can't be that hard to understand.
100% right.
Like, yo.
But we got to get the context with it.
And go home, okay?
Anybody who isn't familiar with this story that Miss G's about to tell, it's
that's how I feel about it.
It's what happened.
Now, who put it on the protecting?
Ooh, what you cooking?
Daughter?
What you making us?
Can't stop, won't stop, and I have a feeling Ninja.
Yeah, Miss G.
Let's take a look.
See, this is why I can't listen to Miss G at night because I yell with her.
Bunny. That almost looks like, what is that? God.
There are so many. My
I
daughter
love
would
Miss
come
G.
forward, like the rodeo. My daughter would come because my daughter is in rodeo and is doing all that, which is all out.
This Ninja Chihuahua.
I
Please
love
do like,
Ninja.
sub, and share to our channel.
Let me pause this right now while I'm thinking of this. So I sat this morning when I woke up. I got my little adult pants on, and I wrote down a list of all of my donors, what shirts they wanted. On top of it, I've always said if you are a Discord and our private Discord member, if you are somebody that creates content and you want a Kiely shirt or you want to say their name shirt, just reach out to me, email me. I will make it for you and I will send it along its way. No payment needed. But I sat and I figured out my balances and all that stuff. And I ordered, I think it was like, what did I say, 67 shirts this morning? Something like that. So we got more shirts coming. I'll show you in a little bit what colors we got. But Chi, your shirt's about to be made.
Cool.
Friends and so if my daughter had gone to the party, then this would have been her. This also would have been her time to say goodbye to her friends before she went off to college again, because she was at a college that was an hour and a half away.
And remember, she was saying all these kids are about to go away to college. Nobody wants to get in trouble. Nobody's telling on nothing. That's crazy.
Like it started with your daughter, protecting your daughter from all this crazy that was coming up.
So why was Sammy all happy making those videos like she was?
This right here.
You know,
this
all
right
dancing and doing all that crazy shit. They really need to look at her again.
It's like she's gloating that she got away with something. You know what I mean? Like a big old fuck you to everybody. I know Crane could feel me on this. I know Miss G could feel me on this. You know,
not your normal behavior after you lose a best friend.
No, it's not. It's like they're gloating. It's like they're what's the word for it?
All I can tell you is I've lost many friends, and I lost my best friend in 2006, childhood friend.
Bragging. She's bragging. She's bragging about it.
Mm-hmm.
She runs them streets. Go ahead.
Everyone knows you. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows that her behavior is very abnormal.
Yeah, very abnormal. For sure.
I could barely speak. I could barely function. I could barely walk when I lost my friends.
Yep.
I would not be on TikTok. I would not be doing that.
I could barely walk when I lost my friends.
Here comes Miss G. Get it, girl.
Okay. Here's the deal. She cried in front of Lindsay. What? But other than that, she was on freaking TikTok. Okay? Posting videos with babes in hot tubs. Okay?
Having scavenger hunts.
Okay? And
partying
if they don't
it
think
up.
there's something up about that chick, they got another thing coming. Hey, I'm going to be playing for you guys, and I already have all these little kids from whatever age you have, very little, to whatever age you want to make them. Kids are absolutely capable. And not only that,
yes, they are.
Sammy Smith was 100% an adult, okay? But she's been dark since she was little. Sorry to say, but allegedly, in my opinion, only.
I'm going to tell you guys, I share a little bit real quick, but part of my master's program, I actually taught in a juvenile jail for a few years.
My mom worked for one. Go ahead.
So I was hands-on with these, juveniles. There was some incarcerated for murder. Went from all different avenues, but I was with the hardcore ones. Sammy's behavior is not normal, in my opinion. I've been very lenient on saying anything professional. However, you're right, Mrs. G. She needs to be evaluated again.
Yes.
And spoken to.
Well, and that's the thing, is she needs more than just
more than just a polygraph test.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but
that's the thing, is she needs more than just.
Go ahead, Mishy.
More than just a polygraph test. Okay. I'm sorry, but that's the thing, is she needs more than just.
My apologies.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I forgot to mute the TV. Here's the deal. Okay. I'm sorry. I must apologize. Sometimes when it comes to Kiely, I get very worked up. Okay, and it really stirs me inside. Right?
Honey, we all do.
And so I can't help myself. I kind of like
fires me up.
you know how much it means to all of us. So I know I shouldn't
man.
need to apologize, but I am anyways, because I don't want anyone to see me or hear me kind of like stern, like too much. But yeah, so
you're
don't
good.
be afraid, everybody.
And if you guys are not subscribed to Miss G, I highly recommend. Look, she first started out just making shorts, and then now she got some really long lives, and I absolutely appreciate every single one. Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna find that video and play it for you. And the chick ended up being busted in the end. You know what happened, right? Because she and her boyfriend.
So this is the story about, I can't remember this girl's name, that, I mean, she killed people and then bragged about it.
Busted in the end. You know what happened, right?
Stood.
Okay, she and her boyfriend were arguing or something, and she goes, I'll crash this car or whatever. And they had that on recording. Then on a different day or however long it was later,
underpass.
They had her on surveillance tape recorded.
Tell her, mama.
She made a right-hand turn on this one street, and then the next thing you know, she's going at 125 miles an hour.
Yep. Head on.
Crashes into this building and takes out her boyfriend and his friend, and she survives. Right? She's in the hospital for all this time and this and that and this and that. And guess what? So long later, however much time.
And just like Sammy, her story wasn't making a lick of fucking sense. Every story she told was always different. At the same time.
Later, she started posting these videos. Right? That were suspicious. And they ended up arresting her for their deaths. And this is a person that put herself in the same accident that she, right, took out her boyfriend and his friend, and going at 125 miles an hour, crashing into a building. A situation where she could have took her own.
I think about some of these cases where some of these kids look in the media. Don't be afraid to realize that our kids, there's something terribly, terribly wrong. If our children at 8, 10, 12, 14 years old can do some of the heinous shit that they do, and they think they're outsmart everybody and get away with it, and they get caught.
Own life.
I know what all Sammy Smith's been up to in her,
something that was an accident, right? It could have very well just been.
Could have been
seen as an accident and mistaken for an accident.
So you look at the evidence.
She couldn't control herself, but she kept on putting out videos and dressing like zombies or whatever she was, like whatever, dressing like somebody that wasn't alive anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, doing those kinds of things. That type of behavior made them look deeper into it. Then found all the things that she said that she was gonna do, and then she did it. Busted.
Flat
out busted. Yeah. I loved it.
Me
so
too.
And I think that everybody needs to know that.
Sorry, I got me some popcorn. I'm ready for it.
Nobody needs to know anything.
The Sunday Funday
about her.
Yo, I'm gonna read chat.
What is this?
You want popcorn? Go ahead.
Oh, that's me. Yeah. I was gonna say that looks like one of my videos. Tripping out.
Miss G.
I just surprised myself with one of my own videos. Yeah.
That's funny. So
that is funny.
I love her giggle, dude.
Holy crap. I'm all like, what the heck? Somebody's copying me, and it was me.
Sometimes I listen to clip, like when people put videos together and there's like a clip of me in it, it trips me the fuck out.
Oh my gosh, that happened to me the other night on Mrs. G's channel. I heard my voice and I'm like, oh no. I'm scared of my Shan voice. I'm scared. But yes, Mrs. G has the best laugh ever.
Wait, where Nova? How come she's not being verbal this morning? She likes to practice English.
She's eating popcorn. She's waiting for me to drop one. She's waiting patiently right here.
Love her.
Here, have one. Look, this dog like she loves the fucking baked Cheetos.
She likes what Cheetos?
Baked Cheetos. Everything's better baked. You know?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Fucking Sunday, man. I love it.
Sway's talking to him. Ready?
Get ready. This is great. We got Miss G on panel. Listen to Miss G. Listen to Miss G.
Oh, that was so great. I love my shorts. They're so great.
They are.
so
Her
funny.
videos are really good. She's really funny. And then Sway starts giggling, and then Miss G starts giggling, and makes me want to giggle.
This is
Happy
Sway,
Sex Sunday. I do believe I just shipped you a shirt.
Hi, honey bunny. What?
Look, y'all. Once I ship these 5 shirts, it's 95 shirts that we done put out there already. Mm-hmm.
This is hilarious. Hey, Killshot's gonna think that Sway's talking to him. Ready?
There's a really important part here. There's a really important part here.
There was a honey bunny. Remember honey bunny?
Mm-hmm.
She's part of our group, or he. I think it's a she though. Yeah, it's a short. It's a short. It says, "Hi, honey bunny." What?
There's a part here about Sam. Look at that. It's coming up. It's after all the giggling.
Long time. Ripping. It's only like 3 to 5 second videos.
Somewhere around here. Somewhere around here.
I know, and I wanted to watch it like 5 times or something ridiculous. I'm tripping out at this point.
Like, I love your lives, but I see why people complain about my lives because there's so much information packed in here. You got to skip around. You're like, I know I heard it, and it was around this time frame. I really need to start writing timestamps down.
How did I get so many of them too?
7,000 shorts.
I haven't done that many. I know, but when I get together with you guys, I don't like to leave you. Who is?
I know. I love hanging out.
What?
I love listening to you.
I don't even know what that
people
is.
while I'm doing shit. Every once in a while, I slide in there. I gotta make.
What is that? Oh, what is this all about? Well, Rick. Yeah, whose CRV was that?
Yeah. Like, what CRV did?
Back. We might be here a while looking for some stuff. Like, I have to go way back here. Look, we're just barely at 4 days ago. Jeez, Louise.
Evan could have thought it was Kylie's car. I just can't get over her saying that.
Cinema Shogun. That was funny as shit.
What'd she say, Shan?
Blah, blah,
What?
blah, blah.
Said what?
I missed that. You said I can't believe she said what?
Megan.
What did she say?
I said Cinnamon Shogun. That was funny as shit.
That shit was
right
funny.
prior to that, I missed it. What did she say
I don't
about the
remember.
car? The CRV?
I don't
Okay.
remember. Oh, that Evan like might have mistakenly gotten a wrong car because he thought it was Kylie's. Like, I thought that was weird. She said it like that. You know?
I remember.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just things are really starting to stick out and stick together for me. You know,
Megan said that Evan thought that he was getting into Kylie's car and it wasn't her car or something.
Must have been someone's car like hers or something. That's
no,
weird
for sure now there has to be 3 CRVs, not just 2. Okay. A long time ago, I thought there was only 2. There's 3 CRVs in this story.
Did I not
because
tell
in order
y'all
for one of them to Kylie's car, in my opinion, was hidden for a little while. Okay, in the trees, in the sanctuary, right? But off in the trees somehow. And then there was another CRV that was acting like it was her CRV, right? And it wasn't, but it was just stationary.
Tomorrow, just so you know.
And then after that,
the following day,
but when that CRV took off, is when they brought down her CRV to the water. Then the next day, when the other CRV was seen at Boca, that was the 3rd CRV, not the second one that was there that night, but another one. Or it
Well,
could
the
have been the
crazy thing
same
is,
second vehicle. I don't know.
what if it was one CRV that was just getting moved around and there were other CRVs to kind of confuse it?
The fire cam on the 6th, when it starts to light up a little bit,
Well,
where
that
the sun
wouldn't that
comes
would
up,
be
you can
impossible
see.
because, in my opinion, Kylie's car went in the water that night. So I mean, because otherwise we
I
have to
think
say
the
we
fire
can't blame
cam.
anyone because the party was that night. That was the night that it was supposed to happen. That night was you know what I mean? Like it was predetermined. Like it was
Premeditated.
like God created all of these things before we even got here. Like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was predetermined from before, everything. Before the heavens were separated from the firmament. Okay?
Yeah.
That day was meant to happen the way that it did on that day forever.
Because it
And
was
we
chose
cannot
that way,
discount that Kylie died that day, or we'll be doing a very great dishonor to her spirit doing that. So it's very important that we stick to the day that we know that Kylie lost her life, August, right? 6th of 2022.
The only thing, Shan, if we go through those fire cams tomorrow, that'd be awesome, because if we play them that morning, there is a vehicle
that looks just like Kylie's right there,
sitting there that's moved during the time frame of when AAA Nick, yes, and then it reappears, and then there's a huge trailer truck that comes too.
Yeah,
it's all visual too.
That
Mrs. G.
that
We'll have to go
RV
through it.
boxy,
Makes
whatever
you wonder.
that trailer, it does
Makes
really
you wonder
make
if there's a little switcheroo or something.
And then it also makes you wonder why they turned the cameras. Like, it was like, oh shit, it's pointed directly at Prosser on Alder Hill. We better hurry up and cut it. Right? Then Donner, which is weird because it caught some shit on it. And then the fire cam is now, like, it's almost like that footage don't fit in them segments, because if you look at prior to it, it's focused somewhere else. After it, it's focused somewhere else. It's just, it's really odd that just for that one little specific time frame, like it was like maybe like a week.
Check this out, though.
Go ahead.
Kylie's mom saw her that morning. Her last phone ping was by the water. It's been known that she gave Mags a ride to the party that night. Her phone was turned off that night. Nobody saw her after that night.
She saw her the morning
Every
prior.
other time that there was a report of a sight of Kylie or her car, it was a different vehicle. It had to have been a different vehicle. Her car was already in the water.
I want to know how there is a vehicle that matches Kylie's car and the first 4 digits of her plate.
Megan would know, I bet.
It's almost
and
like
Sammy,
they put
for sure.
It's almost like they put sideshow tape on the last 3 digits. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. You know? I really don't know. That's for them kids to explain away, or whoever is involved. Because they're technically not kids. They're legal adults.
Okay, well, check this out. You know how people were saying how her license plate looked so clean and so on and so forth? Well, what if the second car, what if they took the license plates off her car? Or one of them, because in California you have to have one. Well, you're supposed to have them in the front and the back. But yes, by law, you can just have them in the back if you were to want to, right? They can hassle you, but they mostly don't. What if they removed one of Kylie's plates and used it on the second vehicle? Because everybody keeps talking about how the license plate's so clean. Well, the license plate's not horizontal; it's vertical in the water, for one thing. Okay, and it hadn't been sitting there but for 2 weeks. Okay, now wait a minute. So if
you notice how dirty and old the front license
one of her license plates and used it on the second car, and then afterwards dived in the water. After all, she was only 14 feet down. You know, because I mean, if you guys are going to go as crazy enough as to say she didn't go in that night, then we could just say, hey, maybe somebody took off her license plate and put it back on later on. Might as well.
I don't think they put her in the water yet. That's why the picture exists.
Well, I do see what you're saying here, Mrs. G, because
I
do have questions about that license plate. It makes me wonder if that SUV was already down there and they used it as a stage. I'm just going to put that there and put her in there. Yes.
Don't like that.
Am I making sense?
For a 6 foot tall person, for someone that's 6 foot, There isn't that much more to go to 14 feet.
Well, remember, there was somebody who publicly went live on the 13th through the 15th. I can't remember, Shan. But not only during the day, tracking her steps through the sanctuary and the campground, but also at night. And at night, for some reason, her kayak is out and right next to her car.
It's in the water. It's partly
publicly.
in the water.
I'm talking about anime.
I know you are. I know exactly who you're talking about. Her
Sorry.
kayak, it's pitch black dark out, and her kayak's half in water.
She's right by
Right
the
next
water.
to her
Zanime wanted
right
the dollars
there.
just like Lindsay, just like Check It, just like SF.
I think it's more than that with
Lindsay
Zanime. If you think about her
got the cash,
background
right?
now.
But they were all after the money. What do you think they were doing, right?
I think they were after the money, yes, but I also think that there are ties, and I think we can't deny that, because if you step back and look at the government connections, it makes me pause because of that.
Bobby's on over you.
Now, I don't know what to think about Check It.
What up, Jazz?
I don't know
I
about
need to do a
looking
little
so
bit more
much at what
research.
internally that they're doing wrong, because that would be on a higher level than what we can deal with.
I think
publicly,
people
right?
purposely placed
So it'll
in
have to be
certain
like an
situations.
internal affairs, Department of Justice, or
I think they were hired
I
in.
don't know, the Attorney General, somebody.
They were hired
Donald
in my
Trump.
opinion.
Okay, but what the main things that I want to stick with is not even actually who is really even involved, because I think we already have a pretty much baseline of where that's going to all go and direct it at, right? Whether it was Sammy herself or her and someone else helping each other out to get this done, but somebody wanted to take Kiely Rodni's life, and they succeeded in doing that. What I want to deal with, what I want to focus on, is that Kiely did lose her life that night. That's going to be the important thing for me to point out from now on, because it seems like there's too many people that are scattered in different directions. And in my opinion, as far as me,
the thing is, we have
it's a
I
great
don't have
dishonor to
solid
Kiely
enough
if I
proof that
don't accept that she lost her life the day that she did. It's very important.
I can't.
It's
say
just
for
like the
certain
day
she did,
you
though.
were born, you know?
Right. But we
She
truly
could
don't
have
know.
succumbed to something.
We don't know.
In the days
we
after.
Don't know
we don't
if she
know.
died that day. We don't. Mrs. G.
We don't.
We don't. I mean,
she could have succumbed days after.
As much as I wish that it, and obviously we wish it
Here's
never
what
happened.
doesn't make any sense to me. Let's look at Check It for 1 minute here, okay? You got a guy that was diving and diving and diving, okay? He has a background in respironics. Of all the things that he could have spoken about on Kiely Rodni, why didn't he talk about the lungs in the autopsy on his channel?
Good point. Can I say something about him?
Mm-hmm.
So, remember how we've talked about multiple times. Yes, he is. Multiple times we've talked about how it looks like they have done this, where one sheriff's office has blamed the other, where they're going back and forth. I've mentioned this on panel before, where it looks like, to me, you can see a lot of emotions between these two different sheriff offices. Okay, you guys?
You can.
And you can see that some of them are frustrated with each other, and some of them, I don't know. And long story short here,
I like watching the FBI watching the local sheriffs.
Me too. However, my point being is, I can't get out of my head that I think some people, again, were purposely put into this case for different reasons, and some possibly could be
like for a crisis.
For different, from different. What I'm trying to say is, other sheriff offices were setting the offices up, trying to not put blame on each other. There's a possibility someone planted those. I'm just going to say it to make them look even worse after they recovered that car.
There's no way that all those labels fell out for all the cameras to see. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
They had drones underwater. They had whatchamacallits. They were there under the water. Multiple people filming every inch. I know they were. So what I'm trying to say is, after that removal and then Check It comes in, first of all, what the fuck is he doing going in the water like that? It's just odd as it is. Most people would never do that. All right. Second of all, It's just weird that that stuff was quote unquote left behind. Okay. I'm just going to put it there. I can't see, even though these guys are the most disgusting officers I've ever seen. I just can't see all those people
law enforcement
removing that car and clearing it and leaving all those items there. I don't know. I have questions with that. It almost looks like it is staged.
I don't know if it's staged or if they just were purposely trying to get rid of evidence. I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know.
Okay.
That is why in a court of law, they need to question.
Like all of it.
That is why I can speak.
Go ahead, Miss G.
Okay. I know this is going to be a little bit whatever for everybody, but okay, listen. We all know that Kiely's spirit is with God right now. Yes?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to state my point. God has Kiely's spirit. I got chills. But Satan managed to take Kiely's life in the flesh away from us.
Yes.
That's a serious thing, and it's very, very real. Okay? So if he managed to take Kiely away in the flesh, you notice like he did not conquer her spirit, but he did manage to take her flesh. Okay?
Yes.
That's how much power that piece of shit has. No one should doubt it. If he wanted the car not to be seen there for however much time he wanted, he did that. But it was a battle for 15 days between good and evil for Kiely to be found. Okay? That's it.
I love you.
True that. True that.
Amen.
And then we're going to go through some Salagi stuff. I just did not go over who is the 40-year-old that attended Prosser party. What? Hold up. Y'all watch this one? Just my opinion?
Yes, I have. Yes, I think you should play it. I have
gonna.
my questions. I'm very curious to hear what everyone thinks about this caller.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched this yet. I started to.
Mama missing kid was like, "Hi, how you doing?" So I know you called me earlier. So I'll call you back.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Mrs. G, come back.
That attend.
A lot of times she'll just pop off and leave. That's normal.
Okay.
She'll be back.
I just want to make sure she's okay.
Miss G's good.
Incline High School, which is the north side of Lake Tahoe, and we live in Tahoe City, which is also the north side of Lake Tahoe.
A few of them were over here about an hour before she disappeared.
Frequent these parties that happen at Boca and Prosser and Stampede.
So
because of my squirrels, I had to separate this video. So I had to sit here and listen to the audio and then go ahead and listen to and then go ahead and read these. There's a lot. This caller, I'm
gonna try to listen.
Can't wait
I'm gonna
till
try
you
to just listen. Okay.
Side of Lake Tahoe. They frequent these parties that happen at Boca and Prosser and Stampede reservoirs.
Your kids
kind of a
Oh.
Well, one of them does. They weren't there that night. And I just feel like I have a bit of information that I've shared with the police, but it's not out there in the media, and it could be viable for your show or what is some misconceptions that are going on around there about what happened or about these parties.
So tell me. Well, what you can say anyway. I guess what are the misconceptions? What's those parties like over there?
Well, I think a good background of the terrain is pretty important. We live in a very, very rural area. There's probably a lot of body of water in that general campground. Like I said, there's Stampede Reservoir, there's Boca Reservoir, there's Prosser Reservoir. And on these back dirt roads, they all lead to an inlet, a private campground, a private beach spot, a private party scene. And there's hundreds
all these
of
private parties. Okay.
A private party scene. And there's hundreds of kids spread out throughout miles and miles of campground. And so they're not just coverage in one general area. And it would be very easy for her car to get lost in hundreds of miles of backcountry access through ATV. Her car could handle those dirt roads. So she could be anywhere, really. Yeah. My problem is the parties that have been happening out there and what actually goes down, and the unawareness of the parents and letting their kids go out there and thinking they're just camping and having a good time. And in reality, there's college students and 40-year-olds and drugs being thrown and donated and pushed, like literally thrown in these 14.
Like a yuppie party. Like a, what do you call them? Is that what they're called? What do you call them? Like yacht parties, but on land. What do you call it? What do you call it? Like private parties? It's crazy.
Students and 40-year-olds and drugs being thrown.
Hey, that's crazy because all these people that we've had come forward, like Miss Ara has gotten some really good interviews with people that they just say the same thing. It's like, put like snow patrolmen will go to these parties, and some of these people, depending on what their status is, will bring drugs to the party and have
grooming.
It is grooming.
Wonder if Mr. Checkit was one of the attendees at this party, and that's why he's actually.
Somebody says they have documentation of where he says from the Austins that he refereed the party. I don't know, man.
Yes, we have something. We do have that.
I would like to have that solid proof. You know.
Oh, okay.
Let him explain it away. I ain't no professional. I'm not a career. You know. I'm nothing. Let you explain that to not me.
College students and 40-year-olds and drugs being thrown and donated and pushed, like literally thrown in these 14, as young as 14 years old little girls. And it's tragic. It really is. And I just want the kids to start talking and the parents to start listening.
And it's crazy if you look at the behavior of these teens as they're growing up. And it's like they're all being groomed and programmed, and I see it.
It really is. And I just want the kids to start talking and the parents to start listening and not reacting. They're not sharing because they're scared. And yeah, that's my advice, and that's what I've gotten from my boys. And they're 17 and 18, and the thing with these kids up here, they're top scholars, they're amazing, they're athletic.
Yes, they are.
And I know Kiely was one of them. I know Sammy is one of them. It's unfortunate that people are blame shifting. You know, Sammy is a dear friend and just trying to help. Ronnie's a good kid and just trying to help. So,
ding, 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 Shan.
Mr.
What?
That line right there.
What?
That she just said.
Yeah.
So guess what happened when I heard that?
What?
Her credibility all fell apart for me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm just going to put that there. Sorry, ma'am, if you're listening, but
yep, I don't care.
Making excuses for Mr. Ronnie and Sammy.
This is my
Ronnie's
opinion too.
Good kid and trying to help. So I hope that we can stop misdirecting the focus and concentrate on getting footage and who saw her last. Someone saw her. So that's what really needs to happen.
Sammy says she did.
Well, thank you.
She knew what was going on.
Your kid goes out there, like you're worried too? Like, are they participating in some of the stuff going on when you go out to those parties?
It all goes back to Sammy.
Well,
all of it. No matter which way you look.
I guess, like, he's a kid.
It all goes back to
and,
For, like drugs and stuff like that too?
Well, my son, not particularly, but he's seen all this stuff that's been donated and given.
How's it donated? People donate drugs out there? Like they just give it to people for free or whatever?
Well, there's older guys that come, like 20 through 25, and they just offer free bong reps, like the other friend was saying. But they push it. They literally, like, and then there's kegs, so they do keg stands. There's mushrooms, there's cocaine, there's a plethora of things being thrown at innocent children that are just really, like, they've had a really tough few years and trying.
Damn, she sounds like Ronnie.
Shan.
I hate listening to shit
Ding,
real time and
ding, ding,
real reaction
ding.
to it, but sometimes you just gotta do some reviews, you know? Sunday
Yes.
fun.
Thank you for this amazing video, by the way.
Just my opinion, yes.
Just my opinion, sweetheart.
I like your opinion. I like your videos a lot. Damn, is this chick really saying what she's saying? Because I got some fucking deja vu.
Innocent children that are just really like, they've had a really tough few years and trying to get away from it all and have a good time and go camping with their friends and not have creepy college students come raid their parties. Like, it's really, it's messed up. So I don't know. Like, and I think another important note is the age range of kids was
Well,
20.
look, you know how you solve this problem is if you don't want college students coming and raiding your parties, don't have them. You're underage anyway. You probably shouldn't be doing this.
Kids as young as 14.
Like,
Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
What is a 14-year-old, let alone a 16-year-old? I mean,
need to be a yes. No.
14. Come on.
That would be the day.
14 and then to adults age 40. And the realist, yes. I know of one particular person in particular that was 40 years old and attended the party. And the accurate numbers of how many people were there were 300 to 500. The police are minimizing it or what, I don't know why, but there is some misinformation.
See, and it's crazy. I'm going to pause this right here because I'm paying attention to her and reading these. They place bets like right at the end of this past school year. They have bets with little spray guns. You know, whoever gets the title. It's crazy.
And they did just get in trouble prior to the party with Kiely going missing for fight clubs. And yes, they
and
did.
I mean, what they're still doing with fight clubs
allegedly.
all over.
Sick. Sick.
Police are minimizing it or what, I don't know why, but there is some misinformation about how many, and I'm talking about miles and miles and miles of campgrounds where there's just small 50-person parties everywhere.
So they have little fight clubs.
Giving you more of a sense of what happens up here, I guess.
Damn.
I know.
That's crazy. The 40-year-olds rolling up over there. Wow.
And yeah, there are no cameras. It's just raw land and for miles and hundreds of miles. So it would be hard. But my concern is, the water, that her phone is off. There's so much water around.
Yo, Ara.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the call. That's kind of. What do you think? You think?
Yeah, these are.
What are you saying?
Yuppie
do you think somebody did something to her, or just no? She just got. You said like, what do you think? She crashed out there, or got somewhere lost.
No, from what I was told by another son, his friend of his girlfriend's attended the party, and she said they used to stand around in these circles and they pass the bong around or whatever.
You know what's crazy? You know what's real crazy here? Okay, is this Piper Krill that's doing this fucking boxing action, the elbows and shit.
And
She's
Sammy.
the girl that ran and operated this water gun fight bet. King of the Hill wins the pile. Piper,
may I ask, how old is she?
She's 18.
Just for some reason, she always looks older to me.
It's because she needs to stop dyeing her hair like that. Makes her look old. Sorry. Go ahead.
Also, please note who is standing next to Sammy. Always holding her hand. Her handler.
That's her. Yep. She should probably take the hat off. It's giving her away. You know?
It's quite obvious.
Yikes, dude. That's why she talks like she does.
And a guy kept asking girls specifically to drive them home. Like, oh, you look a little too wasted. Can I drive you home? And she reported this to the police. So they have these types of stories.
He was an older guy?
Yeah. Well, he was in his mid-20s probably.
Offering girls rides home.
Yep. And offering free drugs. So
check it.
And so in another typical situation, like I know there's a lot of judgment out there, is like, how could you let your kids go do that? And my son came home and told me he wanted to go. And normally it's 50 kids out there, and they stay in their cars, they sleep in their cars, they have some beer, and, you know, it's a normal teenage thing. This particular party, as you know from the cousins, was advertised a month ahead of time. It had Reno, it had North Tahoe, it had Truckee, it had Sacramento, it had the Bay Area. So it was absurd. And he came home from work and he asked if he could go. And I said, and he started talking about how many people would be there. And that was a warning sign for me. I said, no.
How was it advertised?
So,
you know? How did they all find out about this?
Snapchat. It's instant. It's like,
What?
you can even have Snapchat.
Oh, Snapchat. That's what I had originally heard too. I heard it was some sort of snap. But
I think I got like 20 more minutes before Field.
It's not just Snapchat. It's also airdropping. Let's not forget that.
Airdropping it, Snapchat, probably on the VSCOs,
TikTok,
their
everything.
Instagram, TikTok, all of it.
Be real.
you can plan things on Snapchat. How does that work? Or is it just word of mouth, just going around on Snapchat? Like,
Oh yeah, it's every day. Like they just throw it out there on a daily. Like
some of
that's
these
how they
locals were
communicate, is
saying
Snapchat.
how they were getting airdropped it.
Exactly my point.
A fucking rager.
Airdropped throughout Truckee.
Yep.
And the
Sammy
drug, you
coordinated
could have
it.
free delivery to whatever drug you wanted to the campgrounds. Like this has been going on for, I don't know, but my son has gone to parties out there for a few months now.
wow.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just it's tragic. It's super horrible. And I don't mean party. I mean these kids want to just hang out and be with. They've had a really tough 2 years. Like they just want to get together and be together and not have outside influences. I don't know why it got out of control. I don't know if you've looked at a map, but CHP headquarters is less than 2 miles away. Why did police not know about 300 to 500 people partying 2 miles away? Loud music, like this has been known for a long time that this party was happening. Why weren't there people?
Well,
I don't know.
What's crazy is the police only confirmed 100 people were at this party. So where's the other 300?
Yeah, the cops at the party and shit?
Huh?
The cops at the party or something? I don't know about.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, that's holy shit.
It's heavy. These kids
Ding.
That makes you wonder, huh? It makes you really wonder, huh? She said, I mean, she got kind of nervous. She don't want to say, yeah, cops go to them parties too.
Look at it. It's just it's tragic. It's super horrible. And I don't mean party. I mean these kids want to just hang out and be with. They've had a really tough 2 years. Like
Look,
they just want to get together and be together.
COVID didn't do this to your kids. Like,
thank you.
This whole people saying blaming COVID for their lives got. I mean, I understand we all had to stay indoors and mask up and do fucking.
Right.
Like, what happened in this time frame? These kids are just so traumatized from fucking COVID.
Right. There is no doubt COVID has had a negative impacts on every person's life. Okay. However, there is thousands and millions of us out there that also have baby squirrels or know someone that do, and they're not acting as that manner because of COVID.
Yep.
So excuses, woulda, shoulda, coulda, no, not a good excuse for COVID. Sorry.
Together and not have outside influences. I don't know why it got out of control. I don't know if you've looked at a map, but CHP headquarters is less than 2 miles away. Why did police not know about 300 to 500 people?
And that's what's crazy is like Truckee PD and fucking CHP, like all those offices are right there, and you're telling me them kids are partying just a couple miles.
Well,
and they are aware of it. Come on now.
Right. And this is what bothers me too, is that this woman goes back and forth to talking about different areas. And we do know as a fact that there were multiple parties that night. Okay. We do know that there were gatherings at Boca, and we do know that there were multiple gatherings over by Prosser. There was also gatherings in Reno. Thank you, Shan. Stop it. Stop finishing my sentences. I love you. My point being, makes me wonder if this party, in quotes, was spread out throughout and that they were traveling to different areas.
Yeah. Seems like these kids are always go. I mean, even look, after Kiely went missing, look how go Sammy was, but in all that go, she never looked for her best friend.
Nope.
Yeah,
She made sure to get her nails done with Kiely's names on them, and
yikes.
Yep.
Partying 2 miles away, loud music, camp. You know, like this has been known for a long time that this party was happening. Why weren't there people?
Look, and the crazy thing is, the ranger will tell you, all the people that live at the Prosser Lakeside Estates, they'll tell you, like, they know when parties are going on. It's just crazy. Nobody saw a car go in. Is that because the car didn't go in yet, or what? Like, what happened?
Well,
go ahead.
We
Go
also have the campground host, a video of him saying that there was not that many people there.
Which, if we're gonna go with the fire cam, I mean, that's
that's what the camp host said. He said
Why are
he
these
would have
kids-
heard a party of 300 plus
Yes.
people. He did not.
Yeah, I think these kids amped it up.
They added everybody in that was camp. There was what, 2 campsites that were
They
not
counted
occupied for that weekend.
Yeah. Yes.
So what, they added in all those people? I'd love to see that paperwork of who was there.
That's how they got their numbers.
And then what? They added in Boca and just didn't tell anybody. Then they added in Reno and all these other locations, Incline. What else is pinned on there? I don't know. Sounds like a pop-up party throughout the whole place to me.
It does. Pop-up parties everywhere.
Is that how an accident happened?
Hmm?
Asking for a friend. Anybody out there who knows? Is that how an accident happened? Because you guys were fooling around and traveling throughout different party sites?
I mean, it looks like the car was in an accident or something. I don't know. Something's...
Sure does.
And then that picture, man, I just... Okay.
Cops at the party and shit?
Huh?
The cops at the party or something? We don't know about? No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, that's holy shit.
It's heavy. These kids have a heavy burden on their shoulders, and they don't want to share videos because they have Division I scholarships on their hands. They have amazing futures in their hands, and they think that it's all going to get taken away if they expose what they actually do on a Friday night.
Did your son tell you a sec to no? But her son didn't go to the party. He didn't go to the party, right?
No.
I'm just asking if he told you what
No,
happened.
nobody's kids did.
He has video from his friends and that's all been given to the police, and he has stories from his friends of what happened, and he's been to the parties before. He knows what happens. It's not cool. Parents need to wake the fuck up. That's all I gotta say.
And what's up? Somebody's asking too. Trinity wants to know. Trinity wants to know too. What's up with the fight clubs you guys do out there in the woods and stuff?
Right? That's fucked up too. Yeah, I understand.
You know what it is?
So there were, every time there's a fight at those campgrounds.
Really? What's the fun? Just like a fun thing?
No, there's rivalry between North Tahoe, Incline, and Truckee.
See,
So
I
there's
told
always
you.
Kids trying to fight each other.
I told you so.
I don't know. Like that seems kind of normal to me for boys.
Look, and you have to understand, Kiely and Sammy went to opposing. They didn't go. They were. That's an outsider to Sammy.
Listen, that is not normal behavior, ma'am.
It's not
for males and for young boys. I'm sorry. No, it is not. Maybe normal around you guys. That's a problem you need to fix then.
Yeah,
not normal.
That's
not
a
normal
localized problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like that seems kind of normal to me for boys to get their testosterone out, and nothing gets out of control really. Like they're just brawling.
Guess what?
But there is a bit of bullying. I think it happens everywhere. The fight had nothing really to do with her disappearance. So
CB.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. Yeah. And sharing some of the insight. Appreciate it. All right.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Wasn't that an awkward hang up too? It was like, all right. I don't know. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know if I believe what you're saying here. Jade, by the way,
they're
I'm sorry.
weird
I
calls.
whispered check
These
it in your ear.
These call-ins are weird. You said check. I heard you.
And I read the chat just now, and I saw that she said, "Don't whisper the name in my ear." I love all you guys.
I have to be done for the day. My baby face is home and I want to play some board games with him.
Aw. Okay, Shan.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you too, honey.
You're at home, right? You're back home?
I am, and I'm sitting.
I was gonna say, please just stop for a little while, okay? Heal, do what you
Going
gotta
live
do.
like this keeps me calm, though.
I know it does, and that's why I've been going live, because it makes you chill the fuck out.
It does.
So if I gotta make a habit of this on a daily basis, just so you're healed, that's what I'll have to do. I don't want you texting. I don't want you having to use your hand.
I know.
You need to relax that shit. Keep it above your heart.
I know.
Keep taking your shit. Take care of it.
All right.
I love you, girl. Thank you for being here.
I love you too. I love
We'll
you
go
guys
live
in
again
chat.
tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll focus on some camera, some of the cam stuff. Yep.
Alrighty.
I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. If not, that's okay too. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. God bless.
Right. Bye, honey. Love you.
Love you.